What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. So we can all say that for Terra Luna Classic, the one goal that we have that we're aligned on is a full recovery. I mean, there may be one or two people. There's always like one or two people, maybe even 100 people that may not be fully aligned. But 99%, over 99% of people are aligned to say we just want Terra Luna Classic to fully recover back to what it once was. Now, with the thought of getting us back to what it once was, doesn't mean that it's that easy, right? It's not like pulling money out of thin air. It's not like being able to just grab Terra Luna Classic and burn it, right? You have to buy it. And it's worth a certain amount. And if you wanted to buy millions upon millions, you're spending thousands upon thousands of dollars, right? So when we look at these burns, we have to find areas to where we can burn. But let's look at the glass half full here. We've burned a lot of Terra Luna Classic. When we talk about the journey of Terra Luna Classic, yes, it was a lot of hype in the beginning. Even towards, let's talk about when it was just Luna, there was a lot of hype in the beginning to where a lot of people reached out to me and said, look, you need to buy, Luna, right? You need to buy some of this because it's skyrocketing. It's going to be worth so much more. During that time, it was making moves, right? It went from a 10 to 20 to $40 billion market cap. And when I saw that, I was like, this is amazing, the level of growth. And people were like, well, why aren't you buying it? Well, it was a $40 billion market cap. How much more can you gain out of that versus other plays that are at their absolute lows or at a lower point? So I was like, that doesn't make sense for me to go into that heavily unless we see a massive pullback, right? And boy, did we see a massive pullback. We saw the crash and dilution and everything. And once I saw that, I immediately bought it because I said I saw the opportunity of being able to gain something, and the community was definitely the strong point in there. So that's what made me or prompted me to make that move. But Terra Luna Classic has so much life still left in it, but it really all depends on the community, also the burns, also the use case, also the recovery, right? And the recovery is probably the most important piece. We're still going to see the community that builds it up and it gets to a multiple billion-dollar market cap, multiple tens of billions of dollars worth of a market cap. But we need to see the community come together to create these burns to recover everything. That's the way that we look at that. That's the way that I look at it, at least. So let's look at it again, glass half full. We're going to look at the entire situation as well as focus on the amount that we have burned and, recent big burns that we've had. So guys, if you could, make sure you hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more of these videos. Also, make sure you check out the links down below for Twitter, for Patreon. And if you guys want to trade Terra Luna Classic, let's say you see it at a great level right now, you can trade Terra Luna Classic over on BTCC. This is a platform to where you can actually trade up to a 500x leverage. But if you're trading things like Terra Luna Classic, which you can trade up to a 50x leverage on Terra Luna Classic. You can also trade as little as, a 1-2x leverage if you wanted to. So if you wanted to trade $1,000, but then have that security of it not pulling back 50%, and then, you can basically trade with $3,000 or $2,000, but only risk $1,000. Feel free to check out the link down below for BTCC. You have that option for leverage trading. You also get some other things with it where, you get a 10% deposit bonus on deposits above $500 USD or USDT. All signups can unlock secret community rewards up to $1,055 or $10,055 per user in bonuses. And then you also get 40% lower trading fees. So feel free to check out that link down below. They are partnered with the channel, obviously, as you can see. So feel free to support the channel as well as supporting yourself with a good platform. Now, Terra Luna Classic currently stands at 0.00008356. It is down by 6.43% today. Today is not the most positive day, especially as the election comes up. When you look at the market cap, it's at a $477 million market cap with $17.3 million worth of volume. The volume is actually up by 10%. It's just you're seeing a lot of negative volume there. If you look at the community sentiment out of, 22,634 votes, you have 90% that are bullish and 10% that is bearish. If you look at the volume to market cap ratio, it's not really showing that level of popularity that we all know from this, right? It's at a 3 to 4% volume to market cap ratio. And this is kind of where we want to focus on, is that supply. Once that supply is down to a way lower level, obviously you can get to higher and higher prices for the investors that care about that. But for the investors that also care about recovery, that's what matters, right? Getting that to a certain level to where you can get this to a higher price to support the stablecoin USTC. Again, markets that this is available on an S-tier exchange, Binance. We wish it was available on Coinbase, but it's not. It does have a lot of other tier 1 exchanges. But again, if you want to purchase it and have no VPN, no KYC, feel free to go over to BTCC. I didn't mean to rhyme there, but I did. Again, we're talking about the supply. So let's go into the supply, exactly how much we've burned off. And the total LUNC that has been burned is 136 billion, almost 137 billion since May 13th of 2022. If you go into the top burners, the top 100 burners, you're going to see that Binance is the largest burner with 66.6 billion, but then you have 4.5 billion that comes from DF LUNC, right? You have Lunatics, you have MEXC, you have Terraform Labs, you have many burns that are coming through there. Donated to the burn wallet, you have 78.75 billion, 57.5% of the total, and you have burns that are on chain, 58.21 billion. That's 42% of the total. Let's go ahead and look at Binance's burns and see those burns that have happened. On November the 1st, 1 billion has been burned. It seems that it is going down. You're not seeing as much volume that is happening every single day. However, once you do see that skyrocket, you will see a lot more volume and a lot more burns that are going to happen. I wish that we could find a way to get everybody together to get these exchanges to burn more Terra Luna Classic, and just have the conversation to burn Terra Luna Classic and be a large supporter of Terra Luna Classic in the form of fees or in the form of a tax or something that they do off chain, not just on chain, but off chain burns, right? On chain have burned a lot, even compared to, like, if you're comparing it to Shiba Inu, the on-chain burns have done so much, as well as seeing an exchange like Binance that's doing so much as well. This is huge for Terra Luna Classic to be at that level at such a early stage compared to how much Shiba Inu was burning. But the only comparison there is the burns. It's not the fact that Terra Luna Classic is a meme coin, because it's not. Not even that Shiba Inu is a meme coin, and that's where all of that hype and attention really does come from. Now you have some other news to where Luna community is divided on burning 250 billion tokens. Some people believe that burning tokens is kind of a waste, and if you are burning any of your money, you're just wasting your money, when in fact this could be a benefit by just holding and keeping your Terra Luna Classic or donating your Terra Luna Classic. That's what they believe. But the whole point of Terra Luna Classic is to recover it, is to get it back to what it once was, as well as what the new normal will be. And the fact that we have people that are fighting that, I'm not for that at all. I'm for the support of the chain. I'm for the full recovery, and the way that we get there obviously is by burn. So the total amount again that we've burned overall for LUNC is about 137 billion coins. That's amazing. 1.2, almost 1.3 billion in the last 7 days. And the total circulating supply is 6.7. It's actually less than that because circulating doesn't include the staked amounts. But we'll say the total supply, 6.76 trillion coins, which is a lot lower than the 7 trillion coins that you were kind of at to start with. But still, we want to see a lot more that gets burned off in a lot quicker of a time, because we need to see trillions that are burned off per year while relevancy is here, so that we can see this flourish, not only for investors but also for use in general. Now, guys, let me know what you think about Terra Luna Classic and where we stand on burns. If we're going to see more burns that happen, if we're going to see trillions that burn off in the next couple of years. But also, let me know where you believe the price is going to be, whether you think burns are going to happen or you don't, right? If burns do happen, what will the price get to? If burns don't happen, what will the price get to? I want to know your opinion. Guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and I'll catch you in the next one. See ya.